The Alternative Investment Hour starts now.
Welcome. You're listening to the Alternative Investment Hour with Robert Kuhn
and Jeff Johnson.
We're going to talk about points that you may want to hear more about. So text PROTECT at 474747 or visit the website at altinvestmenthour.com. I have a stat for you, Jeff.
Shoot, let me hear it.
October 3rd of this year, everything was great. The markets were up 8.55%. All right.
Okay.
So we're going back a couple months.
Right.
This week, we're down 4.4%.
Stop it!
For the year?
For the year. So
Wow,
you're looking at
that's a 12-13 percentage bust just in 2 months.
Alan Greenspan, for example, came out this week. Remember Alan Greenspan?
I remember he was, yes, very good.
Yeah, it says don't worry about subprime.
That's
and
right.
everything's going to be fine. And
That's
look at
right.
what happened in 2008. Well, he's now saying that run and cover in this market.
Yeah, I was just going to say one thing before I forget. I did get a phone call from one of our investors. I'll just use her first name, Casey, this
Okay.
week. Sitting at the house watching news, and she'll text me periodically when oil prices move. What does this mean? And so I just picked up the phone and called her. How are you doing? Doing well? She said, Jeff, my portfolio is off. Hers is off 15% this year. And she said, I said, well, how much do you still have in the market? She says, well, I still have all my money in the market. I haven't taken any out yet. I said, well, do you have a plan? And she said, I guess we're just going to ride it out. And with that being said, 2 days later, she picks up some more units with us.
Everybody's conditioned just to own stocks and bonds. And that's the beauty of a principal protection strategy and also the UPIS global energy strategy.
If prices go down and revenues slow down, and let's say we have to contract our distribution some a little bit, I don't have a bank calling me telling me that I've busted the debt covenants and they're about to take the asset or they force me into a sell. So that's very key in this strategy too. No debt, and by not using debt, not using Wall Street, not using private equity, saving all those fees and having to pay all those people, we can pass that right along to the investor. And from my standpoint as the general partner, there's more on the back end for me.
All right.
With incomes rising, can your investments help lower income taxes? Hint, yes, they can. Welcome back to the Alternative Investment Hour with Jeff Johnson and Robert Kuhn.
Out there. But for the higher wage earners, they're getting hit with some surprise tax bills due to some limits on deductions. And your strategy, the H2O strategy at UPIS Global Energy, has some fantastic tax benefits that we don't talk enough about. Spend a minute or two on that.
And thanks to the tax bill that was passed in December of 2017, there was something called bonus depreciation. And that effectively is accelerating depreciation. Generally speaking, on any assets that you would normally depreciate less than 20 years, you can accelerate that to year one.
It is. And if there wasn't strategies like an UPIS Global Energy or some other principal protection strategies that should complement your portfolio, doesn't mean it's all of your portfolio, but should complement it, wouldn't you feel better if we're going into market's down 13% in 2 weeks. If I come to you as your advisor and I say I did nothing, just sit and take it, I have a real good suspicion that you'd say,
You're fired. Jeff Johnson and Robert Kuhn. Stay with us.